So, I just did my first film audition for a movie. I've done a lot of theater auditions, but this is my first film one, and like, you know, screen test and everything. So that's kind of exciting. But I have spent most of the day driving because it was in Tampa, and I live 2.5 hours away from Tampa. So I've been driving most of today, and I finally just stopped. But I'm picking up my daughter now, so at least timing worked out. But it felt really cool. Felt a lot different than a lot of theater auditions I've been to, I guess. I used to be terrible at auditioning. Like, I had my monologue, I'd have like memorized and everything, and I knew what I wanted to do with it, but then I'd get in there and it was like a fog. Like, and it was just anything I could do just to freaking remember all the words. So I've always been so much better at cold reading. As I've gotten more confident with myself, I've gotten better at auditioning. And so today felt pretty good. I didn't have the extreme nervousness that I have before. Usually I can get really nervous before an audition. Like, you know, I literally, like, my stomach, I feel like I'm about to throw up. I get extremely nervous and everything. And I kind of started getting that way when I was pulling into the parking lot of the area. But, like, I used my dominatrix energy, I guess you could call it, to like give myself almost like a false confidence of like, I'm supposed to be here, I will rock this, I look good. I mean, I think it kind of worked because wasn't nervous after that. Okay, so I was saying I read for 3 different parts. One was the lead, and then there's 2 supporting, and I wanted the lead part mainly because I liked the character best. Of course, then all I got were the sides. I didn't see the script, and so I'm not even sure what the whole freaking story of the whole thing is, or even what these people, they're talking about a council and teams and work, and I have no freaking clue what these people are, like, working and everything. So I kind of had to just go off of whatever was given to me on the sides. But I had more to kind of go off of with the lead character than I did the other 2 characters. So I felt more comfortable. I wanted to do her a bit more. Turns out, though, I really don't think they're... Oh my gosh, my glasses are just... Okay, I'm taking them off. Turns out I really don't think I'm what they're looking for when it comes to that character. Because he kind of like... The director's all like, oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, let's go on to the next one. But, then we went to, like, my second choice, like, because I kind of told him 1, 2, 3 what I was interested in. We went on to my second choice, and after reading it through once, like, and before each one, he asked me kind of, like, my process of how I, you know, what I thought about the women, how I came to those conclusions, and this and that and everything. And so after I kind of talked to him about that, and then I read it through once, he kind of told me a little bit more background about her husband, which kind of tells me more background about her as a person in general. And so I was able to kind of talk to him and go, oh, well then, you know, because he's like, so then knowing this, what would you change about what you think about this character or your performance or whatever? And I told him, it's like, yeah, I mean, she'd need more of a backbone knowing this. And he was like, yeah, and seemed really good, you know, cool about it. So we read it again, and he seemed to really like that. He's like, yeah, I could see the differences you put in there. And then I read for the third one, which she's just a bitch. She's a boss bitch, and she's all like, and I've played that before, but I kind of wanted to do a little bit, whatever. But after I read through it, I only read that one once. He said he really liked how I was theatrical with it, which I didn't realize I was being theatrical. And he's like, I think your background in the theater helped you be more theatrical. And he's like, and I think that this character needs that because of the way she's like speaking and the way she acts and everything. She is theatrical. I was like, okay, so that was a good thing. Good. You know, and I'd heard before, like, you hear so many different things when it comes to like what you should wear or how you should be like for auditions and everything. And I remember in college one time doing an audition class, and I wore all black into the audition to do it. And I remember my freaking professor like roasting me practically. It's like, you know, it's like that it's not memorable. It's just like you're just going to be another person in black. And I'm sitting there going, but it says wear what you look good in, and I look good in black. It's really flattering on me. It is. So I kind of put my own touches. It's like I wore all black today practically, but I put my own touches. Like I have my freaking tie, and like I'm wearing like capri leggings type of things, and I had like heels, and so I'm like I wore black because I look good in it, but I try to make changes so I wouldn't be forgettable. But it's all just the waiting game. So hopefully, and it's like, okay, well, you know, we got your contact information, we'll get hold of you. So, fingers crossed, I'll get a part. I'm not too, like, I don't know, I'm not too convinced I have them, because I know there's a lot of other people auditioning. I don't know if I'm what they're looking for, and I know my weight counts into everything that I do, and it's really freaking sad, but as an actress, when you're overweight, it's more difficult to get parts. There's a very small little like section, or like a little like of parts you can get if you're overweight, but you have to be a specific overweight. I'm like in the middle, so I don't fit anywhere, and that makes it more difficult to get these different parts. And that's a big reason why I've been trying to lose all this weight, is so that I could fit more characters. I can actually get more friggin' parts. So, and it's kind of funny, I wanted to slide in there that I'd been working out and I'm losing weight, and that I would have lost more weight by the time filming is, because it's in October. And I'm like, but I don't want to like come out and say, oh yeah, so, you know, I'm going to be skinnier than I am now. And so they'd given me a sheet to fill out saying like, you know, name, date, all the information, all the personal information. And they had like measurements, like the, you know, chest, waist, hips measurements. And I can't remember mine are right now, because I have lost weight. So I haven't like checked it again. It's been a long time since I've checked my measurements. And so I literally, because I left them blank. And so when I gave him the paper with my headshot and everything, I told him, I was like, I left this blank because I'm not exactly sure what they are now. I was like, because they've changed. I was like, I've been working out and losing weight, so it's different now. And I was like, and it's going to be different. I was like, so this isn't the way it's going to look like, I'm going to look like, or this isn't how I'm going to look in October. I mean, and he was real cool. He laughed. He's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Thanks for telling us and things. And so, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to be too heartbroken if I don't get it. I'll be bummed. I'm not going to be too heartbroken, though, because this is my first, you know, film audition. And, like, who gets it their first time? That'd be awesome, but... And it doesn't pay anything. It's a little student film. But it's IMDb credit and film festival credit. And I'm pretty sure I could probably use it for audition reel as well. Here, my voice is kind of raspy and cracky right now. I was singing really loud with a lot of music there and back to try to keep me awake. Oh gosh, I've been driving all day. But anyways, it was interesting. It was pretty cool. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I will post something about if I get it or not. So you guys have a cool day. I'll talk to you later.